Omaha Production.
Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Southeast Termite and Pest Control. Homeowners know the importance of a good pest control company. I learned that when I bought my house. Once you find a good one, you stick with them. And the best one I have ever found is Southeast Termite and Pest Control. They've been doing my house for many, many years now. They've been around since 1971. They remain East Tennessee's largest locally owned, family-owned pest control company. SoutheastTermite.com to learn more. Check them out. You'll be very happy you did. All right, let's just cut to the chase. Everyone's heard this story. The NCAA this week approved a new constitution. They've kicked it off to this new, what do they call it, the Transformation Committee, or what's the word they're
I don't know. I have lost patience for all their
Greg Sankey Greg Sankey and one of the leaders in the Big Ten are going to drive the boat on what the NCAA becomes. So it's going to favor the Power Five, whatever that is.
Yes.
Whatever it is, people will complain about it because nobody likes a cop, basically. Nobody wants anybody to tell them, you can do this, you can't do this. And even if you strip the rule book down to 5 pages, people aren't going to like the 5 pages.
Pretty much.
That's just America, that's the world. But there's a belief that because the NCAA is now completely toothless and just saying, whatever, come up with something new, that Tennessee, by delaying this whole thing, by not taking the bowl ban last year, by not coming out and announcing 5 scholarships gone or 10 scholarships gone, that they will be rewarded because the NCAA, once it gets around to looking at Tennessee, is going to be much simpler to deal with, and Tennessee's going to get a break. Do we think that's going to happen?
I mean, I think so. There was a pretty heated debate in the building last year about whether to take the bowl ban or not. Everyone assumed a bowl ban, but there was a lot of debate, and they delayed it, and ultimately it was probably the right decision because I'll be surprised if the NCAA comes over the top and does anything else. I mean, Tennessee, they got rid of all the people. They don't want to punish the current guys. That's like their main thing right now, and I think so.
I know Tennessee's history, and right when you think everything's going to be good, the lightning bolt comes from Zeus. I get it, but Vince, it does look pretty good moving forward, wouldn't you think, or no?
I think it was trending in that direction already. I think the way Tennessee played it was the right way in not putting that bowl ban in for last year. I think you'll probably see some scholarship reductions this year. And then I agree with David. I don't think you're going to see anything over the top. So I don't know if that Constitution, maybe long term it might keep you from getting anything extra added on top of it. But I think it was kind of trending as a positive because of the lack of teeth and force that the NCAA has right now.
And how long it takes them to get around to doing something. I mean, what happened to not a trial, but the fair and speedy, or at least you know what it's going to be. Even now in this age of Zoom, where you have, and not having the same kind of enforcement people and constantly changing.
Well, they need a permanent enforcement.
This is good. This is good for them. This kind of gives them a clean slate. The NCAA, I mean. So I'll wait them out.
Do you feel better for Tennessee chances now?
I have for some time, to tell you the truth.
See, if Tennessee gets off on this one, then I will have been wrong because I'm the kind of guy that would rather just get stuff over with. I'm like, but here's the thing. Let's say the new plan is they're supposed to have something by August. So on the other side, you're still going to be living under a cloud for 8 more months, whereas I would have had this already done. Nobody could negative recruit me. We'd have already taken the bowl ban. We'd have been done this for scholarships. Yes, they could hit us for more, but that's very doubtful. I would have already handled it. You're still going to live under the cloud for 8 months. Looks like it's not going to be as big a cloud, but other schools are still going to be recruiting, saying, oh, they're going to get a 25-year ban, and somebody may listen to that. So in that sense, and there's nothing to say that it's over by August. That's the earliest, I would think. But I still feel that it looks now like I was wrong, like they were better by waiting it out because they're not going to get punished at all. We'll see.
We'll see.
This still comes down to the big picture gambit of walking into the NCAA's office telling on yourselves to save $12.5 million, which is still the core decision, which I'm still not sure was the right one.
Which wound up costing them more when you think about all
I think
the
probably
other,
so. And
all
it's
the
like
assistants.
So that's
Fulmer, you're still paying him.
Yeah, so
it's more
big
than $12
picture,
million.
it's still hard to know I think they're going to be okay on the enforcement side, but I still think that was a net negative for the program in general that you're going to handle it that way.
Well, the other thing is, if you had been 8-2,
exactly,
it never would have happened.
They
would have wrapped it around Niedermeyer's neck.
100.
And said, sorry.
Well, I'm not
if
sure.
Anything,
they might that whistle blow probably is muffled if they're 8-2 instead of 3-7, whatever they were that year.
Sorry, that was an inadvertent whistle.
Yes.
We didn't mean to blow that one. All right. Don't mean to mention inadvertent whistles around Tennessee. All right. 3 quick questions about Tennessee football. We'll do rapid fire next. Come on back.